Hey folks, welcome back to the channel, your home for all content Marvel Mystic Mayhem. Today I'm going to talk to you about how to get a bunch of dream dust, primarily through recycling highlights. My thought process is for which highlights I'm going to recycle. And then as of the patch this week, they've actually updated some of the rewards for the later difficulties in treasured finds and the battle bonanza stuff. And that has actually kind of shifted a little bit what you should be spending your dream dust on outside of the keys. So I'm going to share with you sort of a lookup table and a graph that shows you at what level you should be spending your extra dream dust on, these items. Okay, so let's actually go to the menu. I haven't done this on this account. It took me a while to figure out that you could do it or that I had so much. So you have to go to inventory, highlight, and then you have to hit the grayed out recycle button here. Okay, that was my hang up, I guess. So one unleveled blue highlight gives you 7 dream dust, which is okay, pretty decent. And if we do epic and legendary here, one unupgraded purple highlight gives you 1 dream sand. Okay, so we've upgraded from dream dust to dream sand, and then I don't even think it will let me. Yeah, it doesn't even show you how much you could get if you disassemble one of these gold highlights, but just don't do that. Okay, so let's just go back to rares. And then we'll do quick select. That brings up this menu. And then if you see any gold, that means you're including any highlights that have been upgraded a little bit. I don't want that, so I'm just going to do not enhanced. And that gives me, with these highlights, 246 1-star highlights gives me basically 1,900 dream dust. Every month, you're going to need 750 dream dust. If we go to the converter store real quick, each key is 75. Already bought some stuff, as you can tell. Each key is 75. There's 5 here, 5 here, 5 great keys, 5 shadow keys. That's 10 keys total at 75 a pop. That is 750 dust a month. So 1,900 means that I have about 2 months worth of dust saved up. My sort of thinking on which highlights you should be breaking down are essentially, if you have extras of them, what I did is I went ahead and basically all of the blue ones, I made sure that I had at least one that was completely awakened. So if you look in the top left corner here, you can see it's fully awakened when it's got a 5 in here. And that means, right, of course, that the skill here down at the bottom is maxed out. I haven't leveled these up at all. I haven't spent any gold on leveling them up, but the awakening I've got maxed out just in case, a new character comes along and I need to put something on them. I can put this on them and not have to worry that I don't have enough to make it awaken, because the blue star highlights only even become remotely sort of usable, I feel like, with their lack of stats when you have a really good skill. So my sort of thought process here is make sure I have at least one not equipped to a character that's completely maxed, and then any I do have equipped on a character, make sure that those are also maxed. And that sort of led me to, okay, I can get rid of all the other ones, and then I'll use the keys that I get from having so much dream dust, and when it rolls over next month, to pull more and kind of continue this process. So I actually think it's not a bad sort of ratio of what you get back from recycling. Let's go back here. So I haven't done it, like I said, yet. So let's do not enhanced, and I will dismantle now. Okay. 1,900. There we go. All right. So then, now that you have a bunch of dream dust, I think there are a few options. First and foremost, and this is a no-brainer, spend it on keys, right? If you don't feel like you're going to be getting too much dream dust next month, then save for the keys for next month. Again, you need 750. What about if you have extra, like I do? What should you be spending your dream dust on? Well, as it turns out, it actually really depends on the level and the updated rewards. So let me quickly explain what they updated here. Dreamscape and Battle Bonanza, basically they just increased the gold on the later difficulties here. So, and it's just gold, not the XP reports. Okay, so yep, this is up from 30 to 32k. I believe this is 35 to 40k, and then yeah, it was 40k and now it's 50k at difficulty 7. And then treasure hunt they updated, and it was basically what happened with both treasure hunt and the Norn stone, the skill stone ones, whatever it's called. Basically, what happened is that they moved the purple materials to be below level 50 now, and that way you can actually farm some of these before you hit level 50. And where you need them the most is when you hit level 50 and level 60. So before you had to basically just spend all of your time crafting blues into purples, and now you can get some of those earlier on. I don't know if they're going to give a sort of refund for the people who spent all of that time and money, gold, in-game gold specifically, on upgrading all those resources, because they also lowered the cost of crafting by like 80% or something like that. I hope that they do, but maybe they won't. I'm not sure. Either way, it's a lot more sort of user player friendly than it previously was like just a few days ago. Okay, but enough about that. Let's switch over here. Okay, so back to the spreadsheet. So I'm going to leave a link to this in the description below so that you can go use it and look up whatever you need to. But basically, it's got level here on the side. And then this is sort of a ratio that tells you, should you be spending Dreamdust on this or not? And the higher this number is, that means that, yes, that is, you should be spending Dreamdust on that compared to the other sort of materials here. So early on, spending the Dreamdust on Norn stones is actually really, really good. Basically, you would spend more energy getting Norn stones early levels than you would just by spending it on Dreamdust. So I'm taking into account how much it costs in the store and then how much you are getting at each sort of difficulty level for those different stages. But as you can see, and this is post-update now, as you can see, as you get higher and higher level, I would say after level 50, which is where they made those updates to those resources, everything sort of comes in line here. So when you are 50 or above, you can really spend your extra Dreamdust on anything you want. I don't think there's like really one bad thing that you can spend it on, except, of course, never spend your Dreamdust on the Essence artifact shards. Just don't be spending it on that at all. It's by far the worst ratio for what you can be spending your Dreamdust on. Basically, you spend too much Dreamdust for not enough shards when you could be spending energy on it and getting a lot more shards and getting artifacts at the same time. So don't be spending it on Essence artifact shards, but once you're above level 50, it's pretty okay. If you are somewhere in the 20 to kind of, I would say 40 range, and you do have a lot of extra Dreamdust, just because maybe you're a newer player and you're just summoning a lot because you're getting a bunch of extra free keys, you can consult this sort of lookup table or the plot and see, okay, what is the best bang for my buck when it comes to spending Dreamdust. Okay, just a very short video today on how to get a bunch of Dreamdust by recycling highlights and then what you should be spending that Dreamdust on. That's it for me. I hope you enjoy your weekend. Thanks for watching. Take it easy.